Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be working on this very festive and monochromatic tag for Christmas. I believe I'm making about 4 or 5 tags. Here you see me punching out the corners. I rounded out one of them, or 2 of them, and the other 2 I did not. And here's a Simon Says stamp from last year. It's a small stamp, and I've used this stamp so much since last year. I really love what it says and the way it stamps. And by the way, I bought this stamp press at Michael's, and it was only $20. I used my coupon, my 40% off coupon, and it actually came out to about $12. So it was an excellent buy. If you can see, or if you can tell on this one, my stamping wasn't so good. I forgot to use the magnets to hold down the paper. I didn't adjust it, and so it didn't stamp as well. But later on you'll see how I do end up using that tray anyway on one of the tags, and I believe it came out pretty well. And it's just an idea on how to fix these tiny mistakes. Yes, I could have just cut another paper out and restamped it, but honestly I didn't want to, and I came up with a quick solution, and I don't regret it. I think it came out pretty good. You'll see it later towards the end of the video. So here I am stamping all the cards. I believe I'm on card 3. This is a very large stamp, and even though my my red ink from Stampin' Up was pretty juicy, it was still taking me 2 to 3 stampings so that it could come out dark red the way I wanted it. So here I am stamping, I believe, is card number or paper number 4. 5. So I have a total of, I believe, 6 tags that I made. And just by the way, for this tag I used a 6x6 pad, paper pad for Christmas, and a Christmas paper pad, and it was 6x6, and I just cut them in half. So these tags are 3x6. Here I am cleaning up because this red ink really, once I put on the stamp cleaner solution, it just spread everywhere. So if you've ever worked with red ink, you know that it's very, very messy, and you really have to, take your time to make sure that everything's cleaned once you're done. Okay, so finally I'm ready to go again, and all I'm going to do right here, I'm going to flip over the tags that I just stamped, and just placing them over top of the tag, centering it as much as possible, or as best I can. You'll find that I like to eyeball everything. I rarely use a ruler or whatnot. There are times that I make mistakes and things might be a little bit skewed, but overall I believe everything's pretty straight, and I don't have a problem with things being a little bit off most of the time, to be honest. So So the next thing I'm going to work on right here is cutting out this ribbon. I got it, I believe, at Michael's a long time ago. It was on sale, and I really liked it. And so here I am, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to staple it with my tiny attacher to the top of these tags. This is the last one, number 5. I felt that something was missing, so I decided to put some sequins on the cards. Being that the ribbon has silver on it, I felt that putting on some silver sequins would be a great idea. And if you can excuse my tiny little ceramic or terracotta glue stand that I have there off to the side, that small terracotta pot was gifted to me for Mother's Day from one of my sons when they were in elementary school. And on the side, you can't really see it, but on the side it has a lot of nice messages. I love you, Mom, and things like that. And so I've used it ever since I got it to hold my tacky glue in place, and so that every time I use my tacky glue, it's always ready to be used. I don't have to sit there and shake it. And so over the years, there's been some glue that has, dripped out of the bottle at some point. And so that's what you see in there, a bunch of dried glue. I have had this little terracotta pot it's got to be for about 8 years. And I've always used it for my glue. So that's what you see at the bottom of it. And here I am, the last tag. I use glossy accents to adhere the sequence. Here it is, close up of what the tag looks like. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back when I share my next video. By the way, here I am. I'm looking through some of my stamps that I have out, and I am looking to fix this card. The problem was that it didn't stamp properly, so the sentiment was lost. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this, it's a brand new Hero Art stamp set that I have. I've never used this sentiment, so I'm kind of priming it by stamping it over and over, and ultimately stamping it over that tree. That way it has a sentiment and it can be used. I think it came out pretty good.